What was heard in the skeleton's brief aria of obedience, as its rainbowed bones paid homage, wingtip to wingtip the ones of the fell doom magnificent crowd in to catch, with tender clasp, my wisdom which never was, to transport it with all due pomp to a distant spot where it may revolve forever on its own delicate pivot in a style to which it is accustomed, safe from me until time is no more. And every gate to the plan, and every threshold of every gate, and every approach from the far places, and every cloud that hovers above the plan, desiring wind, and the gleaming sky, and the shift has shown us, and we are walking with ourselves into the shaking air, needing nothing, and all being has become as breath over the transfigured spaces, into the house of the heart on that first time, into the plan, through the gate of the first time. Throughout the land I saw you, whom my heart had never hoped to see, and it was all fire. As the first drops of rain fell, and the scent sliding down the air of the 1,000,001 desires of the unnamed God penetrated us who are empty of all wisdom at last. The gate of entry was passed, and night fell over the dissonant ranges. Here, where it will all begin, as the ground trembles, the wraiths of what was ungod, anything before, bestows itself prostrate before us, prepared for annihilation. Engraved on the ground where we walk is this warning: everything is now destroyed. Do not seek to be anything other than this. You will be divested of every garment until none remain. What is born must become whole by annihilation, by the gates of the first time, by the glittering flight of arrows into all twilights of knowing, by the din of the waning light. What was spoken, what was heard, what was seen, beyond the shift. At the north house, the gate is fast, where the night-filled trees vanish, and varicolored rocks sway and plunge towards an end at the north house. Given vision, north-filled, great being videoed in from the edge, essence ravings, gigantic core of star cults revealed, frenzy taste and insect-figured dance over supposed surfaces of the map, blood over granite and forgetfulness. Stars in heaven, star heaven, starry heavens, song sphere. Fire out beyond, far away. Kindled eyes in dark outer precincts. Watch, watch, sudden God's heart fire in the star. Now at the south house leans the heart that way. Mysteries concealed again, of shadows passing across the boulder's face. I sit in my room at the tower at noon. There are centuries of alchemy which seep through this chamber forgotten, of the goat-like folk who cluster at the base of the tower. I enter, and sweep of its access from below. This earth is all, this life enough. Here where you stand, it is the center. You are axis of the known. From you, there are 6 possible ways out. There is the zenith, which is the height of your knowing, and all levels between. The ladder, the stages, the celestial spine, the man called I Am. The one before another. There is the abyss, deepest currents beyond the sight of all suns, all squinting and peering, a descent to here. At all beginnings, no further, floor. This is the standing man, and drafts of the Empyrean seep to his tower's roots with humming of light. When all levels are known, at the West House there is a coming and a going, there is a face in the sun, there is a sign in the pervading day. There is no more than this. Lights of night given over to the evidences of the scene, wrenching the heart from man. I'm gone again into the fire, into brown earth, reviving the dead from deep rock. But mantras escape my lips, issuing strain of the clear, wide stream into the seizures of sky. I remembered nervous, clouded elements of ruinous breakout. Into the seas forth, unencumbered, longing at last, sheet lightning seen abroad, and the dark trotting figures. Under the guise of magic, animal code and free alarms, cryptic, jamming, raucous, reason exiled far but bejungled through thought storms, in dream storm running before, the gales of heart's end break through loosed into knowing, glistening cargo, mist enwrapped, cathedral of ports under, sign of the dawn mysteries. Flames breaking out and subsiding, the western gate is closed. Moving with it, throbbing of all worlds, and the ideas that swarm, and dakinis in their brilliance gathering, and oceans glistening. In the house of the east, the eyes open into vast gardens of ether and lightning and lunatic pealing. The being opens. Beyond high belief, under sharp strain of shadow, abandon the quest of other realms out beyond the fence of fire, beyond at the farthest reaches and the iron wall, and the stars within and the flowering fields within. On the void floats the form, spinning with a penetrating sound, reaching, gyrating, radiant, blossoming into form, it stops. I am, these are. I am, crash of the dawn, face to face.